Bienvenidos, señoras y señores, to episode 10 of La Yuma Cubana. Today's episode will give an overview of one of the local gymnasiums where I would work out on a regular basis while I was living in Cuba. One of the personal trainers, Omar, is going to give us a guided tour of the facilities, and then a little later on, Sandrita will provide a breakdown of the membership fees as well as hours of operation. Enjoy. And here's Omar now. Hola.
Hola.
Welcome to Gym 22. We're here in the area in which the aerobic classes are held and some of the one-on-one training. Come this way. If you notice to the right, the area of the spinning bikes, that's what I would use for cardio in lieu of a treadmill or Stairmaster. They have a pretty good inventory of the isokinetic balls. They also have trampolines for cardio. And then those mats hanging on the left of the wall, that's to use in case you want to stretch out or anything because it's hardwood floor. That is a sound of struggle. So, like most businesses in Cuba, this is a gargantuan house that has had a certain portion of it dedicated to the gym and closed off from where the people who live in the house reside. These are the lighter dumbbells. They go from 2 upwards to 5. If you notice the bars embedded within the window, I'm assuming that this is part of what once was the backyard. Now we enter the weight room. This is the leg press machine, and if you notice, there is no safety guard on it. So it's lift at your own risk. You got to make sure that you can handle the weight. If not, it's just going to press on you, and you're going to have to get somebody to help you. You have the inner thighs, outer thighs, leg extension machine. Look at me, I'm so strong. Look at my muscles. They're very big, very big. To be fair, this is above par for Cuban standards of a gym. And they have a cable machine. They have a little marquee that says welcome to Gym 22, little TV, mini stereo. Most of the time they play reggaeton videos, but then they also have American ones too.
Yeah, pectorals.
This is the chest area.
Chest.
Flies, etc. This gentleman was here. I'd see him every time I was there. It seemed to me they had more locals working out here than foreigners. Shoulder press machine. Tricep machine. If you notice the vertical poles in which keep the weights on track, those are smothered in grease, and so you have to be careful when you change out the pin, because I would constantly get grease on my arms and on my clothes. So these are antique solid iron. When you put them back on the rack, they make this clanging sound that reverberates within the eardrum, kind of like the ringing of a bell. And I asked him, I'm like, which year were these imported? And he thinks as early as 1965, 70s, when the Soviets were there. Very durable. So these are the larger dumbbells. They go from 18 to 85.
Okay. 18
and the specific weight is handwritten on the side of the free weight. Here you have the calf machine, standing calf, etc. Over yonder, it becomes a little more cluttered with respect to space in between the machines, but over there they do have the bicep curl, some back machines for abdominals, etc. He said, look at the big boys that work out here. I'm like, I see them. So this is the open air kind of atrium part, and afar you see the table where people place their water bottles. And you have the 4 dwarfs. I'm not quite sure where the other 3 are. He says when you have the opportunity to come and check us out, we're here at your service.
Gracias, profe.
Thanks, Omar. So once you get past Sandrita, this is the hallway that you go through right before you enter. And then you have to go down some steps. I wanted to give another pass independent of Omar's tour. So you see that little doorway of sorts that's outlined by the orange highlighter tape? For a very good reason. I learned the hard way that unless you are 4 foot, you are not going to clear that. See the mats, and then they have the trampolines there, of course. And then these are other machines that people would use for cardio. You have the AC unit that comes in handy over the summer months. Summer, summer, summertime. My man's still holding it down on that spinning bike. So these are the bathrooms. They have 2, but this is the one that has a toilet. Most toilets do not have a seat. This is a phenomenon in Cuba. Nobody really understands why. Toilet paper, it might as well be gold-plated because it is a rarity. As a matter of fact, it was one of the selling points of this gym for me. Instead of saying, like, we have a sauna, it's like, oh, we supply toilet paper. Much appreciated. Community loofah if you want to use it. And then they have a bar of soap there, or I'd wash my hands after the workout. It seems like small things, but not everybody offers it. We're back to the atrium. Open air, beautiful sky. There's good airflow in any part of the gym. And even when the electricity goes out, which is quite common in Cuba, the gym presses on. Intended pun. The fans don't work, but it was bearable because these are during the winter months. I'm sure over the summer it's a different story. The owner has flags from all different countries hanging up on the ceiling and around the gym. I believe he's Brazilian and he travels to and fro for jiu-jitsu tournaments. This is a little footage from the aerobics classes, and if you notice what they're stepping up on is like heavy solid wood versus the ones that we have here in the States, which are lighter weight and plastic. Yeah. And this is Sandrita. Hours of the gym. Monday through Friday. Yes, they're closed Saturday and Sunday. They're open from 7:30 till noon, and when I say noon, I mean that you should be exiting by 11:55 a.m. They reopen at 4 p.m. and they're open until 9 p.m. Your first month is 15 CUC, or their local currency, which guarantees your membership for 1 entire year. Thereafter, every month is only $10. If you're looking to only do weights, right? For aerobics only, it's $15 a month. 10 of that goes to the instructor, 5 goes to the gym. For a personal trainer, it is an additional $10 on top of your membership fee, and you get exclusive one-on-one time with him. A more economic alternative to that, which most people opt for, is an additional $3, and they're not going to hold your hand, but if you have a quick question on form or need a suggestion for a particular body part, they will answer it and help you out. So that's the entrance. When you come in, you have to surrender your bags. There's no bags on the floor. However, Sandrita will watch them. She stays up there the entire time, as well as she has surveillance within the gym itself. You must have with you, though, a bottle of water and a towel. And I asked her anything else. I had to slow this down a little bit because she's such a fast talker. She says, welcome to Gym 22. You're not going to regret it. Alright guys, that concludes episode 10, Pumping Iron in Cuba. Until next time, take care. Cuídate. Ciao.